So, like most children growing up, we all have traumatic experiences that happen in our life. And for me, there were several things that kind of happened all at the same time that made me turn to the power of the pen. So, I really delved into writing because it helped me to really express every single emotion without exposing myself and the people around at that time, because I wasn't comfortable doing so. And when I was 9 years old, I had a substitute teacher come in and he taught us poetry. And that was when I wrote my first poem. And that day I did 11 writings. Along with that evening I went to go to work. My parents had a cleaning business, a janitorial business. And I was made fun of a lot when I was younger. I was called Cinderella. And so I went to this one bank and I'm cleaning the bank and I'm emptying the garbage, and the manager calls me in to empty his garbage, and a bank teller had come in. She was a really nice, friendly lady, and she asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up. And the manager wasn't a very nice man, and he went ahead and answered for me, and he said, "I think that's pretty obvious what she's gonna be." And right away, I guess it was the rebel in me, a switch flipped on, and I just answered right away, and I said very confidently, "No, I'm gonna be a best-selling author one day, and I'm gonna live really far from here." And as I walked out, I banged the garbage bag against his feet, and from that day on, I kind of made my point that I can do whatever it is that I want to do, and I was going to use the power of the pen to do it. And in that way, writing became a structured, loyal friend, because I felt like it would, scream my message from the mountaintops when I wanted it to, and keep its mouth shut at just the right time. And it also helped me to articulate the invisible. So I call it the language of secret and exposure. I loved using abstract poetry as a way to write down the not so obvious, but still getting those feelings out. And when I did that, I found three major ways that writing was extremely beneficial. Number one was self-therapy. It helped me to, explore all my emotions and get them out and feel like they were being said and being heard. Number two was self-discovery. The more you write things down, the more you discover things about yourself. And when you do that, it gets easier and easier for your subconscious mind, with the hand-eye coordination of writing, to really believe that your message is already being said. And then that brings the third point along, which is improved communications. Once you feel like you've said all that needs to be said, it helps you to believe that it's already been articulated, and it helps you to get your message out a lot easier. So why I'm reaching out to people is because I went to school for journalism and marketing, and I've worked in several different avenues in teaching writing. I work with charities and foundations, and also at-risk children, many children who are in foster homes, who are really needing to develop a sense of self-worth. They lack self-image, confidence, and the two key things to making children successful are confidence and communication. That helps them to really develop a sense of self-worth and propel further into life. Also, in dealing with musicians, we know that there's a huge communication gap between the artist and the message that they're delivering at times, because a lot of them have ghostwriters, and so they can lose their sense of self-identity and sometimes portray the lyrics that they think their audience wants to hear, as opposed to developing the authentic message for themselves. We look at the #1 hit songs, a lot of different celebrities who are extremely successful. They really pull in the heartstrings of people to captivate the audience, and that's what I'm looking to do, is to find that inner voice to help people be really vulnerable in their lyrics, using a form of lyrical therapy, so that they're not just using empty fillers. When I'm working with different corporations, I use the power of the pen to really connect the message and the goals and the visions between the employees and the employer, and also help the company develop a sense of authentic message to the consumer within the brand that they're trying to deliver.